Savannah Chrisley is getting candid about overcoming trauma. During the latest episode of her Unlocked podcast, the reality star discussed her experience participating in an intensive therapy program and how it was a game changer in allowing her to move past issues she'd been holding on to throughout her 26 years of life. "I think for me, the whole reason I was going was to help me deal with trauma," the daughter of imprisoned fraudsters Todd and Julie Chrisley explained. "Like, in my life from childhood to now, there are so many different types of trauma." In the episode, Savannah reflected on the 2 times she went to a therapeutic program called Onsite and looked back on journals she kept during her treatment. The podcast host said her first journal entry was dated around her birthday 2 years ago and discussed her very first week of therapy. Savannah wrote about learning how trauma can outlive an event because it lives in the body. "You'd see it with me, that something's happened and it's triggered something, and I break down or fall apart or have a freak out, whatever it may be, because you don't realize that your body reacts before your mind reacts," she informed listeners. Savannah admitted the trauma she struggles with has been with her for almost 20 years of my life. Prior to therapy, the Special Forces, world's toughest test alum, would use her traumatic experiences as an excuse for my poor behavior. Savannah noted one of the most important things she had to learn in therapy was how to give both herself and others grace despite all that had happened to her in the past. "I've been very open about my family dynamics, and I am not great at grace," she confessed. "There are some things I'm just not great at when it comes to, like, people who have wronged me. But also, understanding your family of origin allows you to have more grace. So often, everyone wants to put on this picture-perfect image of my family," Savannah claimed of the Chrisleys, stating, "But the moment you see it for what it is, this the moment you're allowed to even give yourself grace for your feelings towards people or the situation, which is hard." Savannah became the primary caretaker of her niece Chloe, 11, and brother Grayson, now 18, when her parents were sent to prison last year. She has candidly kept fans up to date with information regarding her mom and dad since they started their lengthy prison sentences in January 2023 for tax fraud and more.